You said that you conducted an investigation of your own. Did you find anything?
Looks like my own investigation went about as well as yours. After all, I didn't miss the bloody writing on the mountain.
Well, I didn't miss it, so speak for yourself, Goggles.
The only odd thing I disturbed was the beauty in the training hall.
Beauty.
Misty Faye, naturally.
You've just dug yourself your own grave.
Oh shit.
He's just dug himself his own grave.
Oh shit. Plannerness. That ain't Japanese.
You have.
Garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes.
Western tastes. Could you find a strange way to describe gravy? He's not describing gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a sec. Now you're putting it together, Phoenix. Yep.
You want to take all my 4 dates?
Otherwise, he couldn't have killed Elise on him. Oh wait, so do we put it on this statement, or this one?
I don't know. You let me figure out the answer. Even though you already figured it out before me, actually.
I'm probably first in chair to write up. No, you didn't. Oh, that doesn't work. Try presenting scroll to the last statement. That didn't work.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna try it to the one before it.
Blah 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 blah. Paul Blart Molotov. 2.
Okay, let's try this one.
Oh, so
Aha! Yeah, I'm gonna reload so I don't.
really?
Or we can just keep going with less health.
Yeah, just do it. It's fine.
Mr. Godot, the first time he crossed Dusky Bridge and went to the Inner Temple was long before the murder took place.
Why do you say that?
Because he just made one fatal slip-up. The hanging scroll in the training hall.
Hanging scroll?
But Mr. Godot is right. That scroll shows a picture of my mother.
Maya, I know you know who it is, but here's something you didn't know. By the time the bridge had already been repaired, 2 days after the murder, the hanging scroll in the training hall looked like this.
Yeah. What's that? I wonder if any this there. It's your smell.
Oh, wait, we have it in the place, really?
We brought it here. Delicious.
The morning after the crime, someone covered it with gravy.
Gravy? Why gravy, Nick?
Because gravy was a much more than a condiment to the culprit. Well, Mr. Godot, if you really hadn't seen the hanging scroll until after the murder, you would have known any way to know that was Misty Faye.
Wait a minute, Nick.
Yes?
Take another look at the hanging scroll. Look, at the top, there's a kiss there.
Ah, that. It's the mark of the master, correct?
Exactly. So if you know the meaning of Mike,
Then you could guess that picture was that it was a picture of Misty Faye on there.
True, but Mr. Godot described what was underneath like this. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes.
oh,
You're not getting out of this one. Yes, it's possible that he knew what the crest meant. However, he could have known that she was wearing Japanese clothing.
Yeah, she could have been naked under all that gravy. Jesus.
Well, that's one way to cover up. Mr. Godot, on the day of the murder, you were hiding at the Inner Temple long before the crime took place.
Can I ask you just one little thing, Trey?
What is it?
This whole theory of yours, no restlessness in assumption. Nice. I knew beforehand that a crime was going to be committed.
that's right. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to sneak onto the crime scene.
Of course, Mr. Godot knew about the plan.
What did you say? Is it really possible that another person knew of the plan?
Oh dear, what do we submit?
There.
These probably aren't useful.
Yep.
Victim stuff? No. Autopsy report? No. Text file? No. Friend photo? No.
Oh, the letter, right?
Letter.
You know, the instructions manual.
This one?
Yeah, Art, read the manual, right? Read the instructions. Right? Something like that, I think.
I don't see anything mentioning that. I really don't. If anything, it even says make sure not to tell anyone about this letter.
Yeah.
Which kind of says the contrary. So it couldn't be that. Dagger? No. Whiskey Bridge photo.
Can I see the letter again? Oh, it's
Letter?
Yeah, I feel like it's a letter. Be careful. Once night falls, there should be there. Should be there.
Should be there?
Okay. As soon as you hear the lights up, though, you must channel spirit. Hurry and head up to her. Her name is. She is our ally. The whole here's a picture of her to use on your shine. No, you can do it. Once this is, burn the letter. Also, make sure not to tell anyone about this letter. Gratefully roasting. Yeah, well, the be careful part, right? Be careful once night falls. Also, Gumshoe had it first, so. I feel like it's the letter. Who should be there? Fuck it, let's do it. I don't care. It's your game, not mine.
Well, let's see what other evidence we have as well, just to make sure.
No. Yes.
If this is wrong, you owe me.
Alright.
But I guess you don't owe me.
That's $500.
$500?
For the TV repair.
Oh no! This crime was actually planned over a year ago. Morgan Fay authored the plan for her daughter's future. And these instructions were hidden somewhere in the Fay Manor for a year. However, by the time little Pearls found these instructions, it had already been unsealed. Oh. God damn it.
Yep, that's $500. Oh, yeah, no, just kidding.
Oh dear.
This game is stupid.
I had
ain't
forgotten about that.
it? This game is so dumb.
I had completely forgotten about that.
Yup.
And it didn't say anything about that either, did it?
No. It's sealed.
Yes. The killer had read these instructions long before Pearls ever found them. That's how he knew the crime was to take place at the Inner Temple.
And you're saying this crafty killer is me.
You bet I am.
But you just said that the instructions were hidden.
Well, that's right. Mr. Go couldn't have known when the instructions were hidden. We couldn't know when the instructions were hidden.
If he really wanted to know, he had one great chance to find out.
Yes? And what was that?
During a visit,
Visit?
Morgan Fay told her daughter, Pearl, about where the instructions were hidden. During one of her visits to the detention center. That would be the only time for someone to have learned where they were hidden.
Eavesdropping on a visit at a detention center.
Yes, it could be arranged if you were someone with easy access in and out of there. Like, for example, a prosecutor such as Mr. Godot.
Shit. Order! Mr. Godot, you're under fire again!
This murder could not have been carried out without prior knowledge. And you were the only one who could have acquired that information beforehand.
This game is stupid.
How many times are you going to say that?
Stupid.
That's not a number.
Humans are afraid of the dark. And yet, same time, we're fascinated and bewitched by it. Maybe that's why humans drink the darkness that is coffee.
Sorry for always asking, but what does that mean?
Means there's a reason for it. According to your theory, the killer is in this case eavesdropped. Had a conversation during a jail visit where you learn of a hidden plan for a crime. After discovering the plan hidden in the inner temple, wait for the crime to occur. Then he ultimately took the person's life. Whoops. And he did all of that just to protect this witness. Yep.
Sorry, liquids.
Yes, liquids.
That's right.
Let's see. If you're accusing me of this crime, I have to ask you, why would I do this? This girl is nothing but a stranger to me. I've got no reason to go through that kind of trouble to protect her. Protect her. I am what you see. I am certainly not the type to rescue a damsel in distress, and I am certainly not pretending to be someone else by acquiring a new name and this killer's behavior is certainly extreme, for lack of a better word. Even considering that the killer wanted to protect this witness's life, this behavior is still a little unnatural to me.
However, you had a good reason, didn't you, Mr. Godot? An unshakable reason that forced you to protect this witness at all costs.
Anyways, we're figuring out how did you lick.
Maya, I guess you were doing your best to cover for Godot. For the same reason, huh?
Okay, Trey, I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
It's very simple. Maya Fey is a lot more than just a stranger to you.
What's this?
There's one person who lies at the very center of this whole story. One person that ties you and Maya Fey together inextricably.
And it's Phoenix Wright!
I can't even select his profile, you fool.
Oh. No.
No.
It's Mr. Gumshoe! Yeah!
No. Let's go.
Shit.
There's a very good reason why Maya Fey's life is so precious to you. After all, she's Mia Fey's only sister.
Mia Fey.
You once worked alongside her. That was when you were a defense attorney.
Oh, wait a second here. Mr. Godot is a defense attorney.
With your honor's piercing intellect, you must have figured it out by now. The real name of this man who calls himself Godot. His real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right?
Anyway, last time someone called me by that name was over 6 years ago. Diego Armando. That name rings a bell. Let me find it in my gossip journal.
It should, your honor. All this is related to a single case.
Achoo.
A case in which a convict named Terry Falls killed himself. Mia Fey's first time in court, the tragic outcome left a deep wound in her heart. She knew that behind it all was a heartless, scheming demoness in disguise. But in the end, Mia couldn't tear off that disguise.
So Godot stole it and became Godot.
However, there was one man who reached out to help her. Diego Armando, a senior defense lawyer at the office where Mia worked.
It's my fault! It's all my fault! Ha! Sucker. I'm a man!
Now my blood is coffee.
I remember that line. You heard nothing. I was moved by her. The way she put all her faith in her clients. A pure sweetheart of hers. That's why I can never forgive Dahlia Hawthorne. Me and I thoroughly investigated that fake kidnapping incident. One fateful day, Dahlia wanted to meet with me. 6 months since the trial. Met in the courthouse cafeteria. Ah, I just remembered! 6 years ago, right here in this courthouse, you were poisoned! How convenient. Even I didn't see it coming. Whee! Dolly Hopper slipped some poison to my coffee, and then I swore never to drink coffee ever again.
Oh, wait.
For about 2 minutes. Some newspapers at the time called it a murder. Very little information about the case was released to the press.
But you weren't dead at all.
No official reports actually called it a murder. I was just in a deep, deep coma.
I see.
My body shut down and my life became nothing but long, deep sleep. That woman's poison did a real number on my central nervous system. I lost my sight and all my hair turned white due to the damage it caused.
That's terrible.
Apparently it was a miracle that I ever regained consciousness. And once I regained consciousness, I decided to take my revenge against the world and murdered someone. I mean, 5 years had passed since I drank that poison brew. And one morning, my eyes flew open. I felt the smell of the doctor's cup of coffee.
It's always the coffee.
It's always the coffee. 5 years? You want to sleep for 5 years? The worst possible news was waiting for me. Your girlfriend's a dead person, lol. Mia Fey was dead. From the very moment I opened my eyes, I had already lost everything I thought I had. The woman I loved had been murdered. And the woman I loved had been sentenced to death. The woman you loathed! The woman who sparked my scalding hot coffee! Delia Hawthorne! No. Oh, Mia, she didn't let me down. She got her revenge before she checked out. In the end, there wasn't anyone waiting for me when I woke up. What's so sad? Someone like me, someone who had slipped away with their best days. There were only 2 reasons left to live. It was for those 2 reasons that I decided to become a prosecutor.
If I may ask, what were your 2 reasons to live?
Left boob and right boob, I mean... The first one was huge, right?
Me?
If I hadn't drank that stupid poison, Mia Fey never would have died, much less the way she did. You were the only one who was there to protect her. But you let her die. That's all your fault.
It wasn't like that.
I wanted to see for myself what kind of man you really were. So that's why you became a prosecutor. My other reason for living, she goes by the name Mia Fey.
Huh? You mean me? What the fuck? Me?
I should have seen that coming.
You're the only way I can make up for the sin of not saving Mia. 1 year ago, when Korean in a village incident was solved, it was obvious that Morgan Fay was planning something. Whatever her evil plan was, I was just trying to stop it. The role as a prosecutor put me in the perfect position to do something about her.
That's how you overheard Pearl's visit with Morgan at the detention center.
I knew that the time was drawing near. Since I knew the plan, I thought I could foil it. The goal was to outwit the plan. I thought if I could do that, I could keep that girl from getting caught up in it.
That makes sense. If Pearls had known that the actual purpose of the plan was to kill Maya, she never would have helped out.
Why couldn't he just replace the letter then? Like, he takes the letter out, right? Puts it in his pocket, takes out another piece of paper and a pencil and says, "Be a good girl!" And then none of this would have happened. We wouldn't have to have a 3rd game. Honestly, what is wrong with these people? Man, I'm going insane!
Obviously, he didn't think that through.
Obviously, this guy's an idiot. Finally, the day the plan was drawing near, I contacted both my accomplices. Accomplices? Ours is Sakura Temple and Misty Fey. Especially need the help of Iris. She was to take the fall on the backup plan in case I couldn't control Pearl Fey.
But, how'd you contact my mother? She's been missing for almost 20 years!
Officially, yes.
What? What do you mean, officially?
You've heard about it, haven't you? About the strong ties between the main family and the government.
Now you mention it. Bikini did say something to that effect. She said that the Master of Kurain had great authority.
Even with our official position, Misty Faye still wielded great influence. Police have been keeping an eye on her movements all this time. Wow, secret police Illuminati shit right here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's how I was able to contact her. Literally, Deus Ex Machina. This is the dumbest shit, man. Again, because of my position as a prosecutor.
I've seen dumber.
Of course, we've seen actual Deus Ex Machina. From a game called Deus Ex Machina. Anyway.
I've seen dumber.
Yes, like Dumb and Dumber.
Like what we do on a daily basis.
Oh yeah, that shit too! I thought you were making a reference to something else, but then it was me all along! Curse you! Okay, let's done with that.
Let's not.
So my mother was cooperating with you?
Yup. Don't ever forget. No matter how far away from you she was, she never stopped thinking about you.
She was always...
That's why. I knew she would do anything to protect you. You wanna know how strong Resolve to protect you was? Take a look at the staff. Her staff! The one with the sword in it! The day was planned to carry out soon, or soon arrived. We met for the first time at Zakura Temple. That's when your mother showed me the special staff. I realized at then just how far she was willing to go. She's ready to use that sword to protect you from Morgan Faye if necessary. Yes, even if it meant paying the ultimate price.
She's still standing weird.
That night of the crime, there's just one way to stop Morgan's evil plan.
You mean pearls, don't you?
We had to make sure she didn't channel Dahlia.
Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight? Well, I'm going to go murder my cousin! That's very sweet of you. Why don't you come along with me? Okay! Whee!
We thought we could prevent her from playing her part in Morgan's plan. But never showed up.
She avoided and followed me to the inner temple.
That was the thing we're most afraid of. And that's why Mr. Faye had to do the channeling herself. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne to her own body. What? What do you mean?
She channeled the spirit first. Then Pearls wouldn't be able to do it herself.
As Master of Kurain, Mr. Faye's power was supreme. So that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne so that Pearl Faye wouldn't be able to.
What?
Still standing weird. What? Is this true? My role in the plan is to make sure no one's going to hurt my faith. That's why I hid myself at the inner temple. Just in case you need to be safe from Dahlia Hawthorne.
Godot.
Anyway, that's all I'm going to admit to, Troy.
Huh?
There's no doubt about it. You're a great defense lawyer, but you're going to have to do the rest yourself.
God, shit, damn it.
Background leading up to this incident had been made bare. Just one question remaining, Mr. Wright. Who killed the victim? There are only two possible suspects right now. Maya Faye, and I'm sad to say, you, Mr. Godot. Yeah. Well, Trey, if you're the real deal, you finish this thing once for all. Just be a shadow of doubt that you can finish this on your own.
No, Nick, please don't.
Maya.
I heard the whole thing from my sister in the medical office. That's why I have to protect Mr. Godot. I can't do it. I can't testify against him. After all, he's the man who put his life on the line to protect Mia. And me too.
Maya, I know that.
Nick.
But even so, it doesn't absolve him of his crime. Please, Maya, testify.
Miss Faye, a testimony, please.
This is the final testimony. Don't bother trying to hide anything, cause I'll know. I want to hear the truth from your own lips.
What if plot twist, she doesn't say a single lie in her testimony,
and then we can just beat the game.
I'm sure you're right. I'm ready now, Nick.
Alright, young lady. Tell us about the moments you had before you lost consciousness. What exactly happened at the time of the murder?
Oh boy.
Just before it happened, I think I saw some red lights. 3 of them. I thought I asked for help, but just then it was spotted with blood. She wasn't dead though, and she struck back at the enemy behind her. Suddenly, the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. Just at that moment, there was a horrible scream. Right after that, the light collapsed and I lost consciousness.
Oh. Okay.
These red lights. I thought you said you don't remember seeing them!
Well, I know where one evidence piece goes.
Down the toilet?
That too.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw them, but then they disappeared all of a sudden.
Things break, right? Even the best theories. Who was it that stabbed Misty Faye? It looks like you still can't prove it.
He's telling the truth this time, I know it. The rest is up to me.
Well then, Mr. Right, let's beat this game. Yay. I asked for help. Now let us spot her with blood. She wasn't dead though. She struck back the enemy behind her. Suddenly the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. Just at that moment, there's a horrible scream!
So the evidence I'm thinking of is this.
Obviously.
I'm not sure which statement it goes to.
Obviously.
So I should probably press everything first.
I guess so. I'm thinking it's when he struck back. That's where I'm putting my dollar digit signs.
This one?
Yeah, but let's no. Yeah, that one.
Let's
That's
press
fine.
it.
Okay. I thought you were prison. Oh shit.
Now. Struck back. How do you know that?
Well, you're right. I didn't see it exactly. I could tell by the sound of their breathing and movement. And also, the smell of blood.
You have witnessed more horror than any young lady should have in one life. So then, what did you do at that point?
I couldn't move. I could just barely make out the shadows moving in the dark, but I had no idea what to do.
Could you still see the red lights you mentioned earlier?
Yes, I think so, but
They went out.
yes, suddenly I couldn't see them at all.
What could this be?
The red lights were coming from Godot's mask, and they went out right in the middle of a fight.
Maybe the mask was damaged.
Or maybe it was knocked off.
Or maybe the batteries ran out. Right. Or maybe those your red pinhead working lights just stopped working.
Oh dear.